Just sit back and hear a tale of a podcast crew who gather around their mighty drink to give their point of view. As man is a panel fire, he shows that he has fun, and Johnny, our host, will jump along, guiding us through the storm, guiding us through the storm. Big T's our rock, he keeps us through, he often gets his say, and just a lad, he knows the girls, and everything Dragons win, and everything Dragons win. The Mad Dragon podcast is a journey unforeseen, with Tasman and Donnie to do, and there's Big T and Coco, just the start, Mazda and the other crew, here on the Mad Dragon podcast.
Well, good afternoon all, and welcome to our coverage of the Round 8 NRLW clash. It's the Gold Coast Titans taking on our St George Illawarra Dragons. We're heading into the last 4 rounds. It's the business end of the competition. And our girls head north of the border this afternoon to take on a team that's pretty much in the similar boat as us in the Gold Coast Titans, fighting for those last few spots in that all-important top 6. Good afternoon, Liam. It's a very important game for our girls this afternoon, coming back off the back of 4 straight defeats.
Oh, definitely. It's just that we definitely need the troops back if we do want to make the top 6. Plus, if we're putting the spoon for the girls for the first time.
Yeah, and it is a big game. Nathan Cross was very disappointed. He said he didn't see that result coming against the previously winless Tigers at Allianz Stadium last Sunday. They did only lose that game by 16 points to 12, but they never really got going in that game, did they, Liam? The Tigers just wanted it more, and they were very hungry for that victory.
Oh, yeah, they were, Jesse. They were very hungry for that victory against the Dragons to try to keep up wooden spoon race like the other teams who won far fewer points from the Broncos and the Roosters.
And that this game means all important now that the Raiders got back-to-back wins. So they just in the early game this afternoon, the Raiders they've scored their most points in a match in an NRLW game. Big winners, 56-24 over the Dogs at Belmore Sports Ground. So what did take us? What you thought of that match, Liam? A big win for the Raiders. They've gone back-to-back after winning their first 2 games now.
Oh, definitely, Jesse. The Raiders have been recruited well over the off-season, while the Bulldogs are still fresh in the first year of the competition for the girls. So it will be interesting to see what will go further with those teams in the next few years in the just the women's game in the future.
Yep. No, without a doubt. And we did play the Raiders, obviously. Yeah, and funny things have happened. If they go and to win their remaining games, they could sneak into that top 6. They look like they've got the momentum there on the roll, and the Bulldogs just couldn't go with them this afternoon up at Belmore. Would have been a special day for them playing their first game at their spiritual home as well, Liam.
Oh, definitely it would have been.
Yep. Anyway, as we saw in the men's game the other night, so the Dragons will be wearing the socks of the Shell Harbour Sharks as we celebrate Country Round, the grassroots teams in our catchment area. It's good to see the Dragons getting behind this initiative as amongst as the other clubs, Liam, to recognise the grassroots
sorry
clubs
to interrupt you there,
in
Jesse.
the area.
I reckon it's a great idea for each of the NRL teams to wear socks of the grassroots footy clubs to help promote the game and bring more young players in, like help them rise through the ranks of rugby league. So I think it's a great initiative from all the clubs around rugby league.
Mm-hmm. Yep, no, without a doubt, yeah. And let's hear Nathan Cross addressed the media yesterday and what he wants to see from our team today, and let's have a look at what he had to say. Just wait for it to load.
disappointing loss at the weekend, and you didn't hide your disappointment after that one. Did that lead to a pretty tough week of training this week?
Yeah, mate, I can't remember being as disappointed after a loss than the weekend. It hit me. It hit the staff, and it certainly hit the girls. And yeah, no, it was a tough week, and it's been a fair bit of brutal honesty for the girls. Which, look, we've got a young crew, so for some of them, that's a bit of a new experience around the brutal honesty. But I think, as I explained to the girls, we're heading towards a professional environment now with the NRLW, and you sign your contract and you get paid to play the game. So with that comes that honesty. And look, a lot of them took it really well, and I'm expecting to see a rise out of them this week.
With those honest conversations, did you find a cause for a performance like that?
No, and that's probably the hard bit. I think coaches call those sort of games attitude games, where respectfully with the Tigers, they hadn't won a game as yet, and they're sort of sitting down the bottom of the ladder, and everyone will tell you you're going to win that game, and we went out there and didn't win that game, and I feel like they beat us in every aspect of the effort areas, which is they're the areas that you can't coach, and for me, that was the most disappointing part. So we've addressed that. Girls have started to own that, and I think once you start to take some accountability, then you can move forward.
And losing Hannah this weekend, how big is that going to be for, I guess, the direction and organisation in that forward pack?
Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah, and we've been without Trinity, who's our other sort of ball-playing middle forward that, now losing Hannah's a tough one. So, yeah, it's kind of a bit of a theme this year. We've had a fair bit go against us, but again, we're going to put 17 players out there on the weekend that we're expecting to go up there and beat the Titans.
You mentioned Trinity coming back. How excited are you to see her, a young forward? Shown a lot of promise.
Yeah, that's a bright fit. We all think the world of Trin, and she's got a little contract. Make sure that she is ready to come back. We obviously named her, but she's a big part of this group, and she will be for a long time.
A few girls as well that are on the extended bench that are, I guess, nearing return. Any late changes?
Nita Maynard, our parent, is in the same boat as Trin, so we're hopeful that she'll play. She's probably still maybe a week away, but Nita's an experienced campaigner and really wants to get back and help out the team. And we're hopeful that she might get through tonight and make the trip up.
And the Titans, what are you expecting from them? They've got some really quality players across the park and especially in their half.
Yeah, Lauren Brown, she's the key to everything that they do there. And Georgia Hale makes 1,000 tackles each game, and just a competitor that she is. So they play a fairly simple style, and it's meant to be wet up there as well. So we're expecting a pretty tough game. I thought they were really tenacious in their game against the Sharks. I thought they tested the Sharks much better than we did the week before. So, yeah, we're under no illusion. This will be a really tough game up there, and, we're going to find another couple of levels based on last week.
It's still a good month or so of football, but do you start to look ahead and think these are must-win games now? Yeah,
for sure. But on the flip side, I just want the girls this weekend to get back to playing our style of footy, enjoying themselves. I don't want to create that pressure around must win or not for them this week. It's going to be, this week's been all about us. We've worried less about the Titans this week and more about getting our backyard in order off the back of a poor performance last week. So it's been a different type of week for us this week. So let's hope that brings a different type of performance.
You mentioned a few of the players there. How about Keely Brown and her Veronica White medal nomination?
Yeah. Again, Keely Brown, such a great person. I think she's easily been one of our best players this year. And Keels, I think everyone can see every time she speaks or fronts the media, she speaks with great conviction and, just a terrific person and thoroughly deserving of that nomination.
Just another one as well is just on her performances this year. She's averaging career high meters per game. Just in one, that's just one aspect. What do you put that down to? Is it, I guess, taking on a bit more of a leadership role with so many young girls coming through in the backs?
Yeah, I think when I first arrived with Keely and a number of the girls, they were just looking for a bit more clarity around their individual performance. And I'm certainly not going to take any credit for that, but I just tried to provide her with what I expected from a week in, week out, and really to trust her instincts. And I think particularly in her defence, the way she's been reading her edge defence this year has been outstanding, and I know other teams are now looking for her because she's pretty brutal. She's the nicest person off the field, but she certainly lets you know she's there on the field. So I think I'm just so proud of Keels. She's come a long way this year, and I still think she's got plenty more in her.
Yep. What did you think of what Nathan Cross said there, Liam? We need a response today after he let his he was quite disappointed in what we did last week, and he didn't see that result coming.
Definitely. I'm the same as Crossy. I think if the girls respond really good after last week's loss against the Tigers, we should play well today, hopefully.
But the Titans, they are a dangerous side, as he said. They've got attacking threats all over the park, like Lauren Brown, this Queensland Origin halfback. She's if the game's tight, we don't want her to. We've got to be rushing up on her because she knows how to kick a ball anywhere in the park. Georgia Hale makes 50+ tackles a game, and they've got some mobile. It's a mobile pack. They got the Queensland Origin front row as well there, and Shaylee Bent's a good edge runner of the ball. So the Dragons are going to have to play as a team and be on their game today. And one stat, Teagan Berry. So she loves scoring tries, and especially against the Gold Coast Titans. In 5 games against the Titans, Liam, Teagan Berry has scored a whopping 9 tries. So hopefully she can get a few more today.
Hopefully she can climb her way back up to the top try scorers list for the season, hopefully.
Well, yeah, she's only 2 off the all-time record. Obviously, Tamika Upton took that off her a couple of weeks ago in Newcastle. But yeah, I'm sure that she'll be looking to help her team and get the win, because it's just got to get back, as Crossy said, we've got to get back to how we know how to play. And some shining lights, though, that over the past few weeks, we've seen young Tori Shipton make her debut in the last couple of weeks, and she was fantastic off the bench last week. 18-year-old, and Crossy's got big reps on her. All right, well, we'll go through the lineups. We'll start the teams. I'll start with the Dragons lineup, and then we can discuss a little bit about the team before kickoff. So the Dragons side today at fullback, Teagan Berry. On the wings, Tyra Ekaparty and Jamie Millard. The centres, Indy Bostock and Keely Brown, the Veronica White medal nominee. The halves, Casey Ray and the co-captain, Racine McGregor. The front row, the newly re-signed Madison Mulhall, with Bronte Wilson coming into the run-on side with no Hannah Southwell. Zali Hopkins, the other co-captain, is the dummy half. Shanae Lendl and Charlotte Basham are the back rows. Ella Costa locks the scrum. The bench, Tori Shipton. Talia O'Brien comes back after making her debut in the local derby 2 weeks ago against the Sharks. Trinity Taoneo returns after a month out from injury. And Jamie Lee McGregor is number 17, and their replacement player is Sarah Satir, of course coached by Nathan Cross. So what do you make of that Dragons lineup this afternoon, Liam? Obviously, losing Hannah Southwell hurts, but it is what it is, and the Dragons just have to go on with the job today.
Oh, definitely, Jesse. Losing Hannah Southwell last week to a HIA and suspended as well. I think it's a huge loss, but otherwise, with Casey Ray, Indy Bostock, and Keely Brown, and good depth across all the park, I reckon we'll go pretty strong looking lineup for the rest of this year and next few years moving forward if we don't lose any more of our juniors.
As the Dragons make their way on the field, firstly, quickly take us through the Titans lineup.
So lining up the Titans, you got fullback Leilani Montgomery. On the wings, you got Georgia Gray, and Phoenix Rain Hippie. In the halves, you got Talia. Centers. Got Serena Masaka, and Ifana Lulicio. In the halves, got Talia Furimano at 6, Lauren Brown in 7. In the front row forwards, you got Sienna Luffy-Poe and Jessica Ellison. Line up in the hooker role, you got Lily Rose Kolk. In the back row, you got Jasmine Soliola, Shaylee Band, and locking the scrum, Georgia Hale, and who's the captain on the side. On the bench, you got Yastona Fatale-Mariner. I think she's related to our players, Raymond Fatale-Mariner. In the number 15, Clark. Natasha Penatani in 16. Her brother is part of the South Sydney Pathways.
And the Sharks
number 17. And number 17, Takuda Thompson. And replacement player, Naga Tokaru Akura. And the coach is Karen Murphy.
Yep, so game's about to start. Give us your first up tip, Liam. So what do you think is going to happen in the game today? Do you think the Dragons get their season back on track away from home?
I'm hoping so, Jesse. I'm going to go Dragons by 6. And I'm going to go my favourite girl across the park in Indy Postock to score a hat-trick, and Casey Ray, anytime try scorer.
And the Dragons will kick off as we're underway in round 8. And the ball bounces down to Fui Mayono, and Jessica Elliston runs the ball up for the first run of the game. The Dragons wearing the Steelers strip today. The third time they've wore that this season. And here's Lafipo being one of the Titans standout players this year so far, the Queensland Origin rep. And Bronte Wilson brings her down. Colk's the dummy half. She finds Shaylee Bent, the ex-Dragon. And Mulhall brings her down. There's Jamie Chapman there. She would have loved to have been out there against her former club today. Here's Georgia Hale, the skipper. And Free Dragons bring her down. Hopkins, Wilson, and Lendl. Fourth tackle for the Titans. Hale, Colk. Here's Montgomery. And Basham straight onto her with the help of Racine McGregor, getting her low. Last tackle coming up for the Titans. Colk. Here's Lauren Brown. And Lauren Brown spirals it to the sky. And well taken on the full Teagan Berry, her first test of the afternoon. Good first defensive set there from the Dragons, Liam.
Definitely it was, Jesse. We managed to hold them out, and because like Field Gus School says, defense competitions are run on defense.
And here the Dragons running it up. It's Jamie Millard, the rookie winger. She's tackled there by Colk. Plays it back to Hopkins. Hopkins, McGregor to Mulhall, the newly re-signed, recently re-signed on Tuesday until the end of 2027. The Camden Rams junior and former St George Tarchigale captain. McGregor finds Lendl, and she nearly gets through. Fourth tackle for the Dragons. To be last
Fifth
now.
tackle.
Hopkins finds Casey Ray. She'll kick it on the last. And taken on the full Montgomery. But Bronte Wilson brings her down with the help of Zali Hopkins. Plays it back, Lauren Brown. And here's Masanga. And Montgomery's getting the attention there of the trainer.
Looks like she broke a nail or something.
And here's Lalesio taking it over the 40 of the Titans now into Dragons half. Their best opportunity yet early in this game. Colk, Brown, now Solia. Taken down there by her opposite number in Lendl. Fourth tackle, Colk, Brown. Brown the show and go twice. Finds Fuimano and
she's wrapped up.
And Andy Bostock brings her down with the help of Charlotte Basham. Last tackle, Colk. Brown goes high. There's Teagan Berry there. She does well, takes it on the full. Elliston gets to her, as does Colk. Didn't like that there, Berry. McGregor. Here's Millard. And Millard's coughed it up. And Brown's got it. She's got it away to Lalesio. Lalesio to the rookie. Phoenix Rain Hippie. And the Titans make the Dragons pay for that early mistake, Liam.
Oh, what a bad offload by one of our girls. I forgot who it was, but bad offload.
Jamie Millard lost it. Yep, costly mistake. Was no pressure on there, though. It was just a hit up, and yeah, proved to be a costly one. The Titans get first points of the day. No, it wasn't a pass. It was just a loose carry, and no one there on the wing. No, poor defense there by the Dragons.
Oh, definitely it was, Jesse. And a good attack by the Titans too.
Yeah, where was the winger there?
She was
good
like
effort, though,
so
from
far
Maddie Mulhall
infield
to get over there. Not the start the Dragons were hoping for.
Definitely not, Jess.
Just her third game of her young career. Made her debut a couple of weeks ago against the Roosters at this venue. Lauren Brown from the sideline to put the Titans.
Oh, what a shame! What
that
a
it's the
shame!
Titans who take first blood.
She kicked it way
it's
too
4-0
quick.
to the Titans.
She went in
I'm
far
sure Jamie
too
Millard
quick.
won't be looking at that replay. I'm sure Jamie Millard won't be looking at that replay anytime soon, Liam.
Oh, definitely not. And plus, the Titans kicker rushed the kick.
Dragons just have to get on with it, settle down, and get back into the game. As McGregor kicks us off, Tuimano gets the ball away to Shaylee Bent, and she runs it straight into Charlotte Basham and Ella Costa over the 30. Colt from dummy half finds Elliston. And it's a good run there from Elliston. Mulhall brings her down with the help of the co-captain in Hopkins. She plays it back to Colt. Colt finds Hale, and the New Zealand international takes it up. And it's a penalty. Penalty going towards the way of the Titans. So Zali Hopkins giving that one away.
I think she was inside the 10.
Poor discipline creeping into the Dragons. It's been one of their Achilles' heels this year, hasn't it, Liam? Giving away cheap
definitely it
penalties.
was, Jesse.
Brown with the restart finds Shaylee Bent, and Shaylee Bent makes the first run in this set. Costa and Hopkins bring her down. Kolk the dummy half. Hale the show and go. Now Lafepo. Lafepo runs straight at Mulhall. Wilson and Costa help bring her down. Titans look to have the momentum. Kolk running from dummy half. Kolk's gone straight down the middle. Mulhall gets there just in time. Basham helps to get her. Lafepo at dummy half. Here's Hale. Hale to Lauren Brown. Gets past Casey Ray. Lendl brings her and Casey Ray helps her. Fourth tackle coming up for the Titans. Dragons are in a bit of trouble here. Kolk. Here's Elliston. She'll be hard to stop from here, the big front rower.
Sorry to interrupt you, Jesse. Got some breaking news coming out from the Gold Coast Titans.
Duimano's kicked it. Keep going, and Teagan Berry has no choice but to bat dead. Sorry, Liam, go ahead.
Breaking news out of the Titans. They just re-signed Tony Francis on the 2-year deal.
So, good work there from Teagan Berry to save that try, but the Titans were coming. Clever kick there from Talia Fuimoano, and there's another set of 6 coming the way of the Titans as Zali Hopkins with the dropout. And it's straight down to Montgomery. Montgomery gets the ball away to Elliston, and the Queensland Origin front rower is driven back. Driven back by Indy Bostock and Charlotte Basham. Good effort from Bostock on the much bigger girl. Here's Masanga. And Mulhall brings her back down with the help of Bostock. Kolk. Lafepo with the show and go.
We need to hold these Titans out.
Lendl and Casey Ray don't let her. Kolk at dummy half. Elliston charging onto it. But great effort. 4 Dragons bring her down. Led by Teagan Berry and Maddie Mulhall. Kolk at dummy half. Oh, Lauren Brown tries to trap it with the foot. She's got nowhere to go. She's trying to keep the ball free. But Lendl and Wilson bring her down. Last tackle, Titans. Montgomery, she'll kick towards the corner, and it's going to go touching goal. And
7
the Dragons
tackles set to the Dragons. We definitely needed that, Jesse.
As the Titans were coming to get them.
So far, the Titans have completed 5 from 5, and Dragons 1 from 2.
As Millard takes it up from the 20-metre restart. Hale brings her down with the help of Lafepo. McGregor at dummy half. Is Hopkins. Now finds Keely Brown, the Veronica White nominee. She plays the ball back to Hopkins. Hopkins runs from dummy half and is swamped by Lalesio. Brown helps her complete the tackle. McGregor's at dummy half. Finds Costa. Costa has nowhere to go. She gets rid of Lauren Brown, though. Still going, Ella Costa. Coming close to that halfway line. Pleading for a penalty. Doesn't get it. Hopkins. McGregor. Now Basham. Basham taken there by Masanga and Fuimano. Just short of the 40-metre line. McGregor again at dummy half. Now Hopkins. Hopkins the show and go. Here's Bronte Wilson. Gets over that 40-metre line. Dragons finally crack it into the Titans half. Last tackle. Hopkins toes to McGregor. McGregor goes to the sky. And it's taken on the full there by Rain Hippie. Not the way they wanted to end the set, but some good metres made there, Liam.
Oh, definitely it was, Jesse. We needed that after the Titans kept attacking us on our line, set after set after set.
Fuimano tried to grab a penalty. She clutched the jaw there, but the referee wasn't buying it. The Titans with the ball. Kolk to Masanga, and Masanga. Mulhall straight to get on her as Hopkins, but she gets the offload away. Here is Solia. Solia offloads it. She backs it back. Lauren Brown's now it's been knocked on there by Montgomery, surely. It is.
Unless it came off the Dragons first, unless the Titans are going to challenge it.
I think it was a knock on there from Montgomery, and this will be the Dragons' best opportunity in this game to go on the attack, Liam.
Oh, definitely, Jesse. We need this against the Titans.
Yeah, that was definitely knocked on by Leilani Montgomery. So the Dragons got to take the opportunity as Casey Ray will feed the scrum. Hopkins at the back of it. Gets it all the way to McGregor. McGregor to Bostock. And Bostock gets just short of the halfway line. Made her return from a finger injury last week in the loss to the Tigers. McGregor at dummy half. Here's Zali Hopkins. Now to Casey Ray. Here's Shanae Lendl. And she's swamped. She gets the offload away. Casey Ray. She got done from a destruction there, but she's still going, Casey Ray.
And she gets pushed
she's driven back there by Colk and Solia. She'll play it back to Jamie Millard. Millard to Hopkins. Hopkins finds Bronte Wilson, and they're straight onto her, led by Lafipo and Elliston. Hale around the legs. Wilson will play it back to Zali Hopkins, and they do get a penalty, a much-needed one, as Hopkins with the quick tap finds Ella Costa. The Dragons have to get on the attack and start making these meters.
We need to score here.
Keep going. Hopkins,
we need to score here.
McGregor the show and go. Here's Teagan Berry. Teagan Berry. She's thrown it to nobody. She's caught in the tuck.
What was Teagan Berry thinking then, Jesse?
The play was on, but
Indy
Tyra Ekapati was not expecting it. That was Tyra Ekapati that missed it. It happened last week too. Nearly cost them a try at the other end. They did have a bit of an argument over it. Anyway, the Titans with Georgia Gray just short of that 40. Charlotte Basham tried the one-on-one strip, but the tackle was completed. Here's Lafipo. The Titans really going forward again in this set. Colk at dummy half. Colk to Montgomery. Charlotte Basham brings her down. Fourth tackle for the Titans. Colk. Here's Hale. Hale to Fuimano. It's been knocked on. Who knocked that on though, Liam? Was that off the Titans? It looks like it was. And Ekapati's down with it for the Dragons. McGregor. Here's Bostock. Bostock will play it back to Hopkins. Hopkins to Berry. Berry now to Keely Brown. Keely Brown gets over the 40. Lauren Brown brings her down. Hopkins at dummy half. Now Bronte Wilson. Big strong run there from the 19-year-old. Hopkins, Casey Ray. Now to Teagan Berry. Teagan Berry finds Keely Brown. And Keely Brown, she's driven back there. Last tackle for the Dragons. Keely Brown plays it back to Jamie Millard. Millard goes to Casey Ray. She's gone a bit of spiral for this one, but Montgomery's there to take it easily there. And Montgomery's there by Mulhall and Hopkins. 14 minutes gone. It's 4-0 to the Titans. With the try to the youngster Phoenix Rain Hippie, and she's with the ball now for the Titans, the winger for them. Keely Brown and Madison Mulhall bring her down. Colk on the third tackle. Brown. Elliston gets over halfway. Hopkins and Wilson bring her down. Colk, Fuimoano. He's bent, and she's thrown it to Masanga. But Costa and Ekapati bring her down. Tackle completed. Colk. Now to Fuimoano. Here's Shaylee bent. Away to Georgia Gray. She's away down the wing. Teagan Berry takes her on, and it's a try. Oh, that's poor. Right? That's poor defense again on that left side this time now for the right side for the Dragons. It is 8-0 Titans.
Wait, is it Indy Bostock and Tyra Ekapani on that side of the field? Yes. I think it is.
Very inexperienced there.
And I think both of them only just made their debuts this year.
Not much Teagan Berry could have done there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Jesse, but I think with the inexperience of Tyra Ekapani and Indy Bostock, who both debuted this year, I think.
The Titans are exposing that, and Teagan Berry did her best, but no, not going to stop a winger at full flight there, are you, Liam?
Oh, definitely not, Jesse.
So the Dragons will have to do it the hard way. They find themselves down 8-0 after 15 minutes.
We've got a few players coming off contract after this year for the girls, Jesse.
Yes. Lauren Brown to make it 10 points to 0. Not the start the Dragons were looking for. They haven't been. The Titans have just been all over them. They're playing that fast brand of footy. Lauren Brown to make it 10-0, and she's missed it.
It's a 2-try ball game at the moment.
Titans all over the Dragons, Liam.
Oh, definitely. Maybe at halftime we could go through who's off contract and who we want to re-sign past this year, because we do have a lot of players off contract.
Anyway, yep, Titans 8-0. So both hasn't been up the middle, but still counts on the scoreboard. Both tries have been scored by their wingers. It's not gone. Dragons need to be next to score in this one, though, Liam.
Oh, definitely they need to be, Jesse. But if the Titans do put another few more tries on us, that's it. Our season's over.
So that's 15 minutes gone. It's 8-0 to the Titans with tries to Phoenix Rain, Hippie, and Georgia Gray, and Shaylee Bent runs it up. Anyway, Hale will play it back. Is Kulk. Now, Fuimoano. Fourth tackle. Titans, again, making good meters in this set. Dragons just can't contain them at the moment. Montgomery. Last tackle coming up for the Titans. The Dragons will do well to hold on here.
Fifth and last. Run the girls.
Kulk to Lauren Brown. She goes towards Tyra Ekapati, and she's dropped it, the youngster.
Oh.
Hang on, what's
That's
that?
another set.
It's a penalty.
Oh, what? Probably offside.
Penalty to the Dragons. That's a lucky one. They got away with that one, Liam.
Oh. If the
In front
Titans
of the kicker.
playing... I can't believe we've got Belinda Sharp as our referee today.
Yep. As Indy Bostock makes the first run this day, a bit of a reprieve there for the Dragons. I'm not sure if they would have been able to hold the Titans out again. McGregor,
definitely.
Hopkins. And Tawanei returns today in jersey 16. Welcome back. Her first game since Magic Round in Newcastle. Zali Hopkins. Here's Casey Ray. Got that knee heavily strapped. Lendl gets the offload away to Berry. And Berry tries to get tries to get three. Leica Clark brings her down on the 40. Hopkins to Mulhall. Mulhall, a good run, but she's met straight away. Hopkins, now to Tawanei again, now to McGregor, now to Casey Ray, now finds Teagan Berry, juggles it, gets the ball away to Millard. Millard comes inside, is taken there by Brown and Hippie. And she'll play it back to Keely Brown. Last tackle for the Dragons. Keely Brown finds Casey Ray, and Casey Ray kicks it straight down towards Montgomery. And Montgomery does run it back for the Titans. And Lendl leads the defence. A concerned Nathan Cross there, Liam.
Oh, definitely he is. He's just barking orders down to the field. I wonder what's going to happen in that second half when the girls go in and he rips their heads off, hopefully.
As Masanga makes the run, Mulhall and Hopkins take her down. Third tackle for the Titans is Kulk to Georgia Hale. She's been a threat every time she's had the ball, the New Zealand international. Basham takes her with McGregor. Kulk to Leica Clark. And she's still going. Leica Clark gets to within 30 of the line, still going. 25 out now for the line, the Titans. Kulk runs from dummy half. Fuimono, the long cutout pass. Oh, Georgia Gray's dropped it. But if she handles that, the Titans might have had their third try.
Oh, definitely on that side of the field. What poor defence for our girls is showing today, Jesse.
Anyway, the Dragons, the first run in the set with Bostock. Here they go with Keely Brown. Anyway, the Dragons have it with Keely Brown, plays it back to Hopkins. Hopkins doesn't have anywhere to go, so she has to run it herself. And she's driven back there by Solia and Brown.
You stop that right now!
Anyway, the Dragons have it with Toe and EI.
Breaking news.
What's the breaking news?
I
There's
don't
no
know.
breaking news.
If you're watching the game along with us, please let us know what the breaking news is, and in the comments down below, or if you're watching on Facebook or something, just let us know in the comments.
Anyway, the Titans with it with Colk. Here's Elliston. 20 minutes, and she's gone through Elliston. Dragons have had trouble handling her.
And we
And they
gave
have
away
a
a
penalty out of
penalty.
Sally Hopkins not too happy with that. Lauren Brown with the tap. So here is Fuimawana. Here's Elliston. Now to Colk. Colk to Brown. Brown goes herself. Wrapped up by McGregor. That's Jamie Lee McGregor. Oh, Eka Party and Georgia Cray's got her second. They just keep running that way, and the Titans just targeting that inexperience of Eka Party and Bostock. And
Indy Bostock.
that's something the Dragons are going to have to fix, because the Titans they're going to have a field day if the Dragons keep this up.
Oh, definitely,
Right.
Jesse. Hopefully we can find a solution at halftime to stop that from happening or on the fly.
Yep.
Just too much inexperience on that side of the field so far.
Yep.
With two players who just made their debuts this year.
Yep. I'll be looking at putting maybe a Shanae Lindell out there for her defence, and maybe Bostock outsider. Eka Party's just playing her fourth game of her career today. Bostock's only playing her fourth game as well, or her fifth game. So there's only 9 games in their career between them. I hope Crossy is the one highlighting that, because they've got to address it soon. This game's going to get away from them at 12-0.
Soon about be 14 if the Titans can kick this goal. And Lauren Brown.
And she's got it this time. It is 14-0.
No, it's just poor defence on that side of the field so far with the two inexperienced players who have just made their debuts this year.
Yeah, that's a miss. They're lacking some experience there on the outside backs, definitely. The Keely Brown's the most experienced player. She's in her 5th campaign this year. Anyway, it's 14-0. It's a long road back now for the Dragons, Liam.
The Dragons better fix up the errors and defence fast, or this game's going to slip away through our fingers, and even maybe a finals chance this year too.
Anyway, but our real discipline is hurting us though. The Titans just getting a piggyback upfield. If we just got to fix up our disciplining and work our way back slowly into this game. But a try before halftime would be ideal. Titans still got it on the last. And it's last tackle. Dragons hang on for dear life though, Liam. They're out on their feet, the Dragons.
Hopefully we can score next, or they're going to come up with something fast.
Looks like Tory Shipton's come into the game for Zali Hopkins. Very good in the game last week, Liam. The 18-year-old New South Wales under-19s rep. Tory Shipton about to come into the game for the Dragons. Maybe the spark they need at dummy half.
Well, I hate to say this, Jess, but I agree with our missing captain Donny about saying get rid of Sally Hopkins after this year, because Tory Shipton, I think she's the future.
She's with the ball now, Tory Shipton. She gets the ball away to Ella Costa. Costa's taken there by like a Clark. 10 minutes to go till half time. She'll play it back to Shipton. Shipton runs from dummy half. Tory Shipton's gone straight through. Here she goes, Tory Shipton. What a run from the 18-year-old. Immediate impact from her.
I think she's the better option for the hookers compared to Sally Hopkins.
Berry. Here's Basham. Basham goes so close. Bent brings her down. And that's going to be last tackle. Where was the kick there?
We didn't even think about the kick. They wanted to go for the run to try to score into the corner.
What a run, Tory Shipton. She's got to be in the top squad next year. That's for sure.
She has to be. She's the better dummy half option that we've got over Sally Hopkins.
Anyway, the Titans with it. Lalesio. McGregor brings her down. The Dragons have to try and keep them down this end. Kolk, Fuimoano, here's Bent. Shipton and Basham bring her down. Montgomery. That's a good run from the Indigenous All-Stars representative. Last tackle for the Titans. Kolk, dummy half. Lauren Brown kicks it into the sun. It's going towards the sunny side of Cbus Super Stadium. They let the ball bounce. It's been picked up by Masanga. Now to Shaylee Bent. And it's bounced and it's been picked up by Charlotte Basham. And she gets the ball away to Casey Ray. Might be carrying a bit of an injury there. Casey Ray got her thigh strapped heavily there. Shipton to Berry. Berry to Millard. Tory Shipton again, dummy half. Here's Jamie Lee McGregor. Georgia Howell takes her down one-on-one. Shipton to Tawanei, and Tawanei, the two headgear players with headgears collide. Dakota Thompson brings her down. Tawanei plays it back to Shipton. Shipton to Berry. Berry the step, gets the water Bostock, but Ekapati's lost the ball over the sideline.
Some of our girls are not having the best games so far today, Jesse, but I can't. Tory Shipton is pretty much the one in front, I think, so far, the best player for us.
Yep. Ekapati's having a shocker, Liam.
Who else do we have?
With Thompson. Well, there's Maria Paseka that's playing for the Steelers. Scored that try against the Sharks a couple of weeks ago.
We're going to have to blood some
Or we can put Shanae Lendl out to centre.
We're going to have to put Shanae Lendl in because Ekapani, I don't think is the right choice at the moment.
She's a good defender.
Or maybe
Third tackle for the Titans. Hales a dummy half. Lauren Brown the show and go. Here's Lalesio. Lalesio tries to get past Keely Brown, but Keely Brown does well there. Brings her down 20 out from the line. 30 out
there's
from the
a
line,
little knock on.
And they've lost the ball.
In the ruck by the Titans.
6 minutes to go till half time. No. as she tried to get up for the quick play of the ball, she lost her lollies there, Ivana Lalesio.
Karen Murphy looking worried in the
Titans
box
coach
there.
Karen Murphy.
And I think she's the NRLW immortal too.
Yes, that's right. Casey Ray feeds the scrum. Shipton finds Keely Brown. Keely Brown finds Teagan Berry. She's going to have to find something. Here's Millard. If we're going to get back in this game, Teagan Berry's going to have to be highly involved, Liam.
Oh, she has
Millard,
to be, Jesse.
Brown, Ray, Shipton. And she brought down by Lafipo and Thompson. McGregor's the dummy half. Finds Mulhall. Mulhall runs it into Bent. Third tackle for the Dragons. Shipton. McGregor. McGregor show and go. Now finds Casey Ray. Casey Ray to Keely Brown. And Keely Brown tries to get the arm free, but the Titans don't let her there. Brown plays it back to Casey Ray at dummy half. Now to McGregor. McGregor, the show and go, now finds her other half in Jamie Lee McGregor. Now to Shipton, a dummy half. Shipton tries to run from dummy half. Finds Tawanio. McGregor. McGregor will kick down towards the wing of Georgia Gray. It's bounced. Will the Dragons come back with it? It's come down to McGregor. That's Jamie Lee McGregor. Will that be 6 more?
No, fifth and last.
No, it won't. And Casey Ray will hand it over, Liam. Better, but still not good enough there.
Still not good enough, Jesse. They should have just kicked it when they first got tackled back on the other side of the field.
Titans have had 10 play the balls inside the Dragons, 20. The Dragons have only been down the Titans' end once. So that's pretty much telling the story of this game so far. Titans having all the ball in our end of the field. And our discipline.
Discipline is a key Rory at the moment, Jesse. It's not looking good for us.
Hale, the dummy half, is Thompson. And the girl in the pink headgear runs it up. Hale at dummy half. And it's knocked on by Georgia Hale. And the Dragons, there's 4 minutes to go till half-time. A try now is crucial to get us clawing our way back. Yep. Donnie's just pointed out in the chat that Casey Ray does not look like she's running at full flight. That heavy strapping on her knee, Liam, have you noticed that?
Yes, I do, Jesse. I'm still trying to think who would be my 3-2-1 for this game so far, but it's not looking any good. I might have to go the same as last week.
What's happened here? The penalty again to the Dragons.
Hang on, time off.
Casey Ray's limping. She does not look good at all, Liam.
Nah, they're going to have to take her off.
You can't have a player on there running like that.
No, definitely not.
So Charlie Hopkins might have to come back on. Anyway, McGregor. Now Mulhall. Anyway, the Dragons get their best opportunity. McGregor, Shipton, Tawanai. Now is Mulhall. 25 out from the line. Their best chance to score in this game. Shipton, Casey Ray. Down to Berry. Berry away to Millard. Millard gets on top. Lalesio. Lalesio brings her down. It's forward pass.
Oh, it's not looking good for us, Jesse. Too many errors in this game by the
Let's
girls.
have a look. Is there a forward pass here, though? From Teagan Berry.
Back.
Yes. That's a rough call. Anyway, I don't think they'll get that try they need before half-time, Liam.
Definitely
there's
not.
8 minutes left. And they've lost the ball, the Titans. Fui Moano's dropped it. They've got to punish him.
2 minutes to go.
And the former Dragon drops her lollies.
2 minutes to go. Hopefully we score here.
Casey Ray will feed it. Shipton locking at the scrum, so she finds McGregor. McGregor finds Teagan Berry, and Teagan Berry has nowhere to go. Berry will play it back to Ekapati. Ekapati, McGregor. McGregor, Shipton. Shipton to Casey Ray. Now to Shanae Lendl. And Lauren Brown absolutely runs on top of her. Gives her no room to run at all. Shipton, the dummy half. Good run from the diminutive hooker. Tawanei, dummy half. Jamie Leader McGregor to Racine McGregor. Now to Charlotte Basham. And she's within 5 metres of the line. Can they get one here? Shipton. Here's McGregor. McGregor. Casey Ray. Gets past Solia. Casey Ray's still going. Casey Ray's in! And the Dragons get that important try, but she doesn't look too good getting up from it, Liam.
No, she didn't. She was slow to get up from the field. They need to take her off at half time. You can see she's in pain.
Yep, but she's got an important try, and we're on the board, Liam, at last. A much-needed try for the Dragons going into half time.
Definitely. That was pretty much the last play of the first half, leading into half time. 10 seconds to go.
Casey Ray, that's all individual brilliance from the young 19-year-old there.
Oh, definitely. She is by far, so far this year, the best player on the park for us. So far for us, these first 8 rounds.
Hopefully she gets checked up by the doctor, though. At halftime, you could see when Lauren Brown tried to deny the try, she was in pain, putting the ball down. Hopefully she gets treated at halftime so she can get that knee ready for the second half. Because if we're going to make her come back in this game, we need
we need her back, yeah.
McGregor, and she's missed it. No goal from Racine McGregor. She rushed that. But Dragons back in it at 14 points to 4 at halftime, Liam. What do you take out of that first half?
Poor defensive errors and attacking errors from the right-hand side of the field, Tyra Ekapani and Indy Bostock. They need to fix that up. If they don't, we'll be in a whole lot of trouble.
Yep.
So, Jesse, I was looking at the off-contract list for the girls for next year. It looks like your girl in Bobby Law might not be re-signed by the club from next year onwards.
No, she's off contract. Yeah, it will be interesting to see how that plays out. We've got some good young centers, though, coming through, like, Indy Bostock, Keely Brown, 2 of our local juniors. So it'll be interesting to see if they both get signed. Well, Bostock is obviously signed long-term, but
Bronte Wilson's also off contract. Grace Hamilton.
Grace Hamilton hasn't featured this year, so I don't think she'll be signed on for next year.
Jamie Lee Bright. Jamie Millard's also off contract.
And Racine McGregor.
And Keely Brown is also off contract.
I have a feeling Keely Brown will stay. She does have a job with the club as well, off the field.
Okay, so cool.
She's had a good year so far.
And Sophie Clancy's also off contract too, but it looks like she might stay as well.
She hasn't played at all this year either.
So we've got a few players coming off contract. Margot Fellow, looks like she's going to be told to go.
I'd be keeping her up.
But otherwise, the rest of the squad is pretty much locked up on long-term deals, pretty much. So I don't see Bobby Law being with us next year.
Anyway, let's have a look at the halftime highlights. Obviously, it's going to be not good viewing for Dragons fans, but they got that important try just before halftime. In the NRL game at halftime too, Liam, it's Manly leading 22-12 over the Dolphins. Both teams still have a slim chance of playing finals footy, but who did you go in this game? It's playing at Four Pines Park down at Brookie. Both teams still have a slim chance of playing finals footy. What do you make of that halftime 22-12 to Manly? Sum up in a few words.
Manly, I wouldn't be surprised if they win, but I'm really hoping the Dolphins get into the finals this year. Because Manly, I think you can pretty much call the season. This is the game they need to win if they do want to make it. If not, that's it. Their season's done. Especially with the Cherry Evans saga.
Yep. And he's playing his 350th game today. So anyway, let's have a look at the halftime stats. So possession is telling the story of the game. The Titans 56% to the Dragons 44. Time in possession, so 13 minutes for the Titans and only 10 minutes for the Dragons. So our completions have been better though, 71% to the Titans 61. Attack, so 81 to 76 in favour of the Titans. All run meters. That's where it's hurting the Dragons. They've made 300 meters on us, Lamb. 300 meters they've made on top of us, and plus the post-contact meters, nearly double. Even more than double, actually. Then we look at the line breaks, 3-2, so that's pretty even, but the tackle breaks, it's 15-9 in favour of the Titans. 42 meters per set from the Titans and just 32 from the Dragons. The passing, so the passing 103 to 102, so it's pretty even there. Kick meters, the Dragons do lead that 157-19 off the boot of Casey Ray and Racine McGregor. And then the kick defusal is 100%. 88.64 the efficiency in the tackles for the Dragons, 88% for the Titans. They've made 46 more tackles over the Dragons, and 15 missed tackles to the Titans, 9. And 4 errors for the Dragons, 7 to the Titans. And penalties conceded, the Titans have conceded 3, the Dragons have conceded 2. So it's halftime. If you're just joining us, halftime it is the Dragons down to the Titans, 14 points to 4. Casey Ray getting over on the stroke of halftime. But it hasn't been a good first half from the Dragons, but they're not out of it. They need to work their way back into this one. It's not over yet. If they can regroup at halftime and get back into the sheds and keep the ball rolling. Anyway, it is half-time, as we said, 14-4. Both teams fight for survival. And the first try come down that right side for the Dragons. Georgia Gray getting her first try in the 14th minute of the game. And then got 8 minutes later, bagged her second. Tigering that right side defence and experience out there of Indy Bostock and Tyra Ekapati. But Casey Ray getting the all-important try for the Dragons right on half-time to boom team Casey Ray. And she did hurt herself. Looks like she got a cork from Lauren Brown. The knee is heavily strapped. So we'll have to see how she comes out in the second half. Hopefully the doctor does give her some treatment and gets that knee into shape, because if we're going to make that comeback in that second half, we're going to need Casey Ray on that footy field. The Dragons fight for survival in this year's NRLW competition, a game they need to win if they still have any chance of playing semi-final footy. Results going some of their way, but they need to win today to stay in that race. Just need to get that discipline out of their game and keep the ball rolling, work their way back into the game. If they can do those little things right and straighten up their attack and go forward, they'll give themselves a chance, but they've got to get the discipline out of their game. And yep, just stay with the Titans. If they can get the first try in this second half, then they're on their way. The first try in this second half will be a crucial point in this game. If the Titans get the first try, you can pretty much write the game off. But if the Dragons get the first try in the second half, it is game on once again. As Karen Murphy addresses the Titans at halftime, talking to the likes of Lauren Brown and some of their key players of what they need to do building into the second half. Second half action not too far away though, but the Titans are in control, leading 14 points to 4. We'll be back very shortly. Anyway, second half about to get underway. Let's see if Casey Ray has returned to the field. Second half underway. The Dragons get the first use of the ball in the second half. It's an air swing from Berry, but Berry gets the ball away to Ekapati, and Ekapati takes it up to the 10. Charlotte Basham. Here's Mulhall. Mulhall plays it back to Shipton. Shipton finds Casey Ray. She's still out there. So I've got some good news at Casey Ray at halftime, Liam, as McGregor runs it up. Fourth tackle for the Dragons. McGregor, Shipton, Casey Ray's got the knee even more heavily strapped. Here's Lendl. Good run
She
there.
should be taken off.
She's offloaded it back to Teagan Berry. It looked like it was a knock-on from Berry, but the referee didn't see it. Last tackle, Berry plays it back to Shipton. Shipton finds McGregor. McGregor goes to the sky. It's got the bounce, but it'll bounce favourably for Montgomery. Lauren Brown. Here's Lalesio. Lalesio finds Georgia Gray. Anyway, the Titans still running it with Masunga. So the second tackle, trying to get the quick play of the ball. Fui Moano. Now here they go. They're away with Gray, but Bostock brings her down. No, she doesn't. Has to bring her down at the second attempt. Titans still targeting that inexperienced side. Gray will play it back to Lafipo. Lafipo, Fui Moano. Now Hale. Now Thompson. Thompson will play it back to the skipper, Georgia Hale. Last tackle for the Titans. Fuimano with the kick. Floats it. And her former teammate takes it well. But she's dragged down there by Lafipo. McGregor. Here is Jamie Millard for the Dragons inside the 10. McGregor. Now Keely Brown. They're 15 out for an iron line, the Dragons. Not really going anywhere in this set. Shipton to Jamie Lee McGregor. Gets the offload away to Shipton. Shipton gets rid of Thompson. She's still going, Tori Shipton. Berry at dummy half. Berry finds Casey Ray with that knee heavily strapped. Keely Brown gets over that 40-metre line. Really struggling to make metres in this set, the Dragons. Just the 37 metres made. Last tackle as McGregor kicks it down the ground. And Montgomery takes it on the full. She'll run it back for the Titans. And runs it straight into Charlotte Basham. Madison Mulhall also helps her take her down. Montgomery will play it back to Fui Moano. Now on to Masunga. Masunga runs it at McGregor. But Mulhall and Basham drive her back. Plays it back. Now here's Shaylee Bent. McGregor, the two McGregors take her down. And Shaylee Brent grabbing at an ankle. It could be an injury here for the Titans, or is it cramp? But
Probably cramp.
not much wrong with the tackle. It was just the way
No,
she
there
fell
isn't.
in the event. Oh, no, it's not a hip. No, she didn't.
No, it's not. It's not a
Not
hip
a
drop. If they say this is a hip drop, there's something wrong with the game.
She's up okay now, though, Shaylee Bent. She's trying to jump it off. She's got the trainer's given her the good to go. On report, though, Jamie Lee McGregor on report for that one, Liam.
That is outrageous.
Charlotte Basham, what's she on report for?
No.
That's her second charge this year. She might find herself on the sideline next week. Hopefully not. Can't afford to lose any more players, Liam.
Oh, exciting.
Anyway, Titans with it. Hale the dummy half. Pui Moano. Here they go, Fumoano. They cut out pass. Gray's got her third. That was always going to be crucial in the second half. Who got the first try? And the Titans have got the first. It's now a mountain to climb now for the Dragons, Liam.
I was going to say you can completely write us off now. No, we're coming back from 18-4 down.
Can I give you a call back? Because
They keep targeting that left side, right-hand side for the Dragons' defence. Obviously, haven't learnt their lessons from the first half.
Find out what
No.
night he's thinking of, and we'll pick you up and drop you home. And hopefully the weather's going to be a lot nicer than what it
And the
has
Titans,
been the
yep.
past few weeks.
Really important try. Ekapati rushing up out of the line.
This is so funny. It's so funny because Paige and I are actually in the process of making a fruitcake as well.
That's a bad read from the young winger, Tyra Ekapati, Liam. Titans 18-4, 4 tries to 1.
No way we're coming back from this, especially with our right field defence,
You know what you can do?
which is no good.
Wrap it up,
What was Tyra Ekapati doing there, Liam? Rushing out of the line there. That's
and
poor.
yeah, put it in the freezer.
Poor read from her. Just should be taken off. I'm sorry, but she's the worst player that we've got this year so far.
No, it's no goal from Lauren Brown. She's not having a good day off the boot. 1 from 4, but it's still a good lead at 18-4.
I hate to say this, Jesse, but I think the Titans going to run away with
So
this.
the one I'm cooking, it was given to me by one of my ladies. It's
Score update for Manly v Dolphins. Manly up by 20. So Manly 32, Dolphins 12.
Well, it's got
That puts a line through the Dolphins centre finals, you'd think.
raisins, sultanas, currants.
And must be. It looks like the Roosters are going to lock up the 8.
And New South Wales Cup result, we won 31-30, Liam, after being down 30-18.
Honey to brush over.
Looks like we've made the top 2.
Anyway, the Titans with the ball here with Montgomery.
No. It says soak the tea and fruit, which we're doing overnight, like she said. Put it in the oven for about an hour.
Montgomery
and a half.
plays it back to Hale. Hale.
So,
She's claiming a crusher tackle here, Lafipo. She's slow to get up.
up. If not, bring it around anyway because it can always
Lafipo's
be
not too happy.
slabs of butter on it.
What do you think, Liam? Crusher tackle here from Madison Mulhall?
I'm going to have to watch the replay because I totally missed it, Jesse. Hang
I'm
on.
just letting Richard sleep. He had a pretty rough night of the.
No.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's just a good tackle.
Okay, I'll call you.
If they deem this as a crusher, there's going to be something wrong
Oh,
with
but
the
there
referee.
was collision with the head, but it was just a contact.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be on report, surely. She's going to the HIA, though, see Anna Lafipo. Madison Mulhall.
Oh, what?
So 2 players on report in this game so far for the Dragons. A nervous wait for both of them, Liam.
There's going to be an investigation into this, Jesse. Like, there's nothing wrong with those, with that tackle. That tackle and the other one that Charlotte Basham did. Seriously, the NRL must hate us or something.
Okay, the Titans with it. Panatani, Colt, Thompson. And the Titans with it with Fuimoano.
A dribble out.
And they dropped the ball. Fui Moana, that's her second error. The Dragons have to make them pay here, Liam. They've got to score.
You've got to score to try to get back into the game, Jesse. With about 27 minutes to go left of the game, and maybe our season as well.
Yeah, 4 on a Saturday. Go tomorrow, 10. All right. Anyway, we'll keep the ball rolling. So it's 18-4, but Casey Ray.
Good pass through the hands.
Here is Ekapati. Ekapati's met front on there by her opposite number, Georgia Gray. Masanga eventually brings her down. But Ekapati will play it back to Bostock. Bostock, McGregor. Shipton finds Jamie Lee McGregor. And she gets through the gap. She's still going, Jamie Lee McGregor. Good run there from her. They're 15 out from the line. What can they do here, the Dragons? Shipton from dummy half. Tori Shipton.
Oof.
She's been great since she's come onto the field, Liam.
Oh, definitely. I think she's a better upgrade than Sally Hopkins.
Anyway, here's Mulhall. So close to the line, but they hold her up. Shaylee Bent. Shipton dummy half. Here's McGregor. McGregor finds Teagan Berry. Teagan Berry flat-footed but still going. Teagan Berry! What's the offload? And it is play on. And Indy Bostock couldn't get there right in time. And it's a knock-on from the Titans. The Dragons have another chance here. Bostock calling for Teagan Berry to pass it to her, but Bostock couldn't get there in time. But Masanga has dropped it, and the Dragons do have that golden opportunity. Still time. There's still 24 minutes remaining in this game. Shipton, Casey Ray, cut out past to Teagan Berry. Teagan Berry, flat-footed, she comes back. Oh, it's been knocked on by Shipton. Oh, Teagan Berry showing a sign of frustration there, Teagan Berry, Liam. They just can't get it right today.
Teagan Berry's been off her game all year, Jesse. I don't know what she was thinking there.
That wasn't on her. That was a terrible pass. As Nathan Cross looks very worried, shaking his head. There's our manager, the great Sammy Bremner, Liam. Great to have her at the club.
Oh, definitely. I think she'll be with us pretty much till the day she dies. I don't see the club moving her on at all.
Anyway, we know what the player Teagan Berry is. She always try her hard for the club and always puts in 100%, Liam. Anyway, Hale finds Thompson. Thompson plays it back to Kolk. Kolk finds Montgomery. Montgomery the juggle. But Tawanei and Jamie Lee McGregor bring her to ground. And they go to the sky. Teagan Berry takes it on the full. Teagan Berry will run it back. 9 tries in 5 games against the Titans. Not a try scorer so far today. Only be the second game she hasn't scored against them if this continues. Casey Ray, dummy half. Here's Akapati. Now McGregor finds Bostock, and Bostock driven into the ground by Fui Moana and Hale. Bostock plays it back to Shipton. Shipton, McGregor. Now to McGregor again. Now it's with Mulhall. Shipton dummy half. Casey Ray kicks it on the last. Straight down the throat of Montgomery.
I'm surprised Cossie's leaving Casey Ray out on the field with this long-term injury.
So Zali Hopkins hasn't been cited in that second half, but The way Tori Shipton is going, she might be on there for quite a while, Liam.
I hope so, especially for the last 2 games after this week. Or is it 3 games?
3 games, yeah. Anyway, it's with Elliston. She's been a threat to the Dragons all afternoon up the middle. Kolk runs from dummy half.
Lendl
tackle her down. Last tackle for the Titans. Hale, Fuimano with the grubber. It's deflected off Racine McGregor. Teagan Berry scoops it up. She's tried hard though this afternoon, Teagan Berry. Can't fault her effort, Liam.
Well, it's going to be hard for our 3-2-1s for the girls this week, Jesse.
Ekapati plays it back. Casey Ray to Keely Brown. Keely Brown, a good run there. Plays it back. Shipton, Casey Ray to Talia O'Brien, the rookie who's just come onto the ground. Made her debut a fortnight ago against the Sharks at Kogarah. Now it's with Tori Shipton. Now finds it onto who's that there for the Dragons? It was Maddie Mulhall. Now Shipton. McGregor kicks it on the last. Hale tried to put pressure on her New Zealand teammate. And Montgomery does get it back. And O'Brien, Keely Brown, and Jamie Millard bring her down. She's goal. And it will be a knock-on for the Dragons. The Titans want to challenge this, Liam.
I wouldn't be surprised. It looked like the Dragons tried to strip the ball out of the Titans' hand.
It looked like it went back, though, anyway.
The Titans are challenging it. Looked like a strip from what I saw, Jesse, from the Dragons. By the looks of it, the Titans might win this challenge.
So let's have a look at the replay. There are 3 Dragons in the tackle. So Talia O'Brien, Keely Brown, and Jamie Millard. Was it a rake there from Keely Brown, Liam? It looked like it might have been.
It looks like a rake. I've got a gut feeling the Titans might. Yep.
It is successful. Yeah, the Dragons just shooting themselves in the foot, though, today, Liam.
We're a shocker bunch today, Jesse. We've been good for the first few rounds, and then after a few suspension injuries, we've fallen off a cliff. It just feels like our girls' heads are not in the right space this year. We can pretty much call this a write-off year since it's Nathan Cross's first year in charge.
Yep, taking over Jamie Soward's roster, but still a very young. It's the youngest side we've got in the competition, Liam. So,
and maybe in the whole comp too at the moment.
That's what I said.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Anyway, that's for Tala Mariner with the ball for the Titans. Here's Elliston. And driven back by O'Brien and Bronte Wilson, who's back out there. Elliston, Kolk, here's Hale. Run straight into Lendl, Mulhall, and Shipton. Hale plays it back to Kolk. Kolk, Elliston. Elliston, Thompson. Thompson straight into Basham and McGregor. 19 minutes remaining. Titans leading 18-4. Kolk, Elliston. And Elliston makes those post-contact meters. They're 25 out now from the line against the Titans. Kolk goes to Lauren Brown. Lauren Brown goes to the sky. It's a floater. Teagan Berry's lost the ball and they've scored.
It looks like that's game over, Jesse. Looks like it's game over, Jesse. And season's done. You can ride us off now.
Couldn't handle her lollies there. A dejected look there from Teagan Berry.
You can ride us off now, Jesse. Season's done after this game. No way we're coming back from a 22-4 down.
What a kick, though, from Lauren Brown. Down. It was a big kick. And Lily Rose Cock picks up the lollies. And the Titans can go 20 ahead here. The Titans have just had all the momentum from the start, Liam, and the Dragons just haven't been able to go with them. That was the important minutes of this game today. If the Dragons would have have a chance of getting a victory, they needed to be good from the outset, and they just haven't done that.
They haven't done that at all this year, Jesse. They haven't done it since we've had a few injuries, and especially even after losing Hannah Southwell last week. That pretty much decided our season.
South Brown, she's missed it. That was her easiest kick of the day, but she still shanked it. But the Titans still, they're still dominating. It's 22 points to 4 now, Liam.
No way we're making a comeback after for those points. No way we're making a comeback. And it looks like the Dolphins season is officially over. Manly's Eagles 38, Dolphins 12, with 20 minutes left to go of the game. So pretty much you can write off the Dolphins for this season.
Anyway, Titans with it. Bent. Colk. We think last week was bad. I think today's worse, Liam.
Yeah, definitely. You can pretty much write us off for both men's and women's for this year.
Anyway, let's see how they can finish this game. They can make the score a little bit more respectable. Shaylee Bent will play it back to Serena Masanga. Colk, Lauren Brown. She goes to the sky, and it bounces over Jamie Millard and will go over the dead ball line. It will be a 7 tackle set. But
score updates around the grounds for the New South Wales Cup for the game being played at the moment. Raiders 34, Souths 22.
Anyway, Dragons with it. Indy Bostock. So Sally Hopkins is back out there. So Tori Shifton is off, Liam. She's made a good impact, though. The young 18-year-old in her time out there. Hopkins, Casey Ray, Kelly Brown.
Sally Hopkins is not a good choice for us for a stun hooker. We should have Shifton on for the full 70 minutes.
Monty Wilson is Hopkins. Now to Mendel. Here's Mulhall. Mulhall straight down the middle. Good run there. Hopkins. McGregor. McGregor to Bash and Baggers from juggles it.
And it's gone forward.
She didn't lose it. She juggled it. So Lachlan Ilias was the one that kicked the field goal, Liam, to win us the game in New South Wales Cup.
All my reports is it looks like he's going to be gone after this season. It looks like he's being told to walk. That's what I'm hearing reports coming out from some sources which I cannot name.
Anyway, that sums up the Dragons' afternoon there, though. That latest mistake there from Charlotte Basham, Liam. That sums up. It's a forgettable afternoon for the Dragons today.
And season 2.
Anyway, Fatala Mariner takes it up for the Titans. Lendl and Casey Raid take her down. It's been a bit of a building season, though. It's unearthed a few rookies again this year. We still need some more experience in this side, though, to help these young girls out, don't we, Liam?
Oh, definitely we do, Jesse. I wouldn't be surprised to see who will be our stun 17 next year.
We need to. We've got Brooke Anderson coming over from the Sharks, so that's a handy pickup. The Kiwi international. Anyway, last tackle coming from the Titans. Colk to Brown. Oh, so it's been charged down by Zali Hopkins. It's come down with Colk, and Hopkins brings her
6 again.
Get 6 again. They want 6 again. They get it, but it was a charge down from Zali Hopkins. Anyway, Hale to Laker Clark.
Titans have pretty much pushed us around the park today so far.
Just haven't been
If they
able to
score
contain 'em.
again, that's it.
Kolk, Brown the show and go. Now Fuimano, and Bostock rushes up on her. And Mulhall helps her complete the tackle. Fourth tackle, Titans. Kolk, Hale onto Clark, and 10 metres out from the line now the Titans. Have they got another try in them here? Kolk dummy half. Lauren Brown kicks for the corner. And Rain Hippie for a double. I think she dropped it before that. She doesn't look confident. But they're going to give the try here.
It came off a track. It came off Indy Bostock's hand, and the Titans managed to get it.
Will they go to the bunker on this one, though? Let's have a look at the replay. Lauren Brown, her kicking game has been good all afternoon, though. She's really controlled the game, Lauren Brown. Showed why she's one of the elite players in the game.
And she's pretty much taken over the 7th jumper for Queensland for the retiring Ali Brigginshaw.
So it was Jamie Millard that was out there on that wing. Oh, it's hard to say there.
It came off her chest.
It's not a knock on, but
Poor read by Jamie Millard.
It's come off the shoulder of Hippie. But yeah, this will be the Titans' biggest ever win over the Dragons in NRLW if this score remains, Liam.
Yeah, you can pretty much. Yeah, I don't see us making the top 6 now. Oh, hang on.
Going back to the bunker. Come on, Mr. Referee. What's your take on this replay?
I would say it came off a Dragon's chest.
So it comes off Millard, you think?
Yeah, it came off a Dragon's chest. Ooh.
Might have touched the hand of Hippie there. But is there enough evidence to overturn this decision from Belinda Sharp? So Peter Goff in the bunker. Did she ground the ball? I don't think she grounded the ball.
No
try. I don't think it matters though anyway.
Nah, game's pretty much wrapped and sealed for the Titans.
The way the Dragons walk to a small win, you'd have to say, but as Millard will come back with it for the Dragons. Still a very young team. But Titans, too big and too strong for the Dragons today, Liam.
Well, definitely they have been, Jesse. We've been outclassed all across the park.
The captain for the Titans, Georgia Hale, gets an early mark with the game wrapped up. Tawanei runs it up for the Dragons. Maybe too late by the time Hannah Southall returns in 2 weeks' time. Our season might be gone. It's a forward pass. Forward pass from Zali Hopkins. Anyway, the Titans will feed it. Fumano, Hulk. Now Montgomery runs it at McGregor. Costa brings her down.
And a penalty against us. Oh, we're challenging it.
Dragons will challenge it. Zali Hopkins, our co-captain. So it's a one-on-one strip from Ella Costa. She didn't even know where the ball's gone, Montgomery.
And we lose the challenge.
Well, we're going to lose it. May as well lose it now.
It's going to be tough to see. It's going to be tough for our 3-2-1s today, Jesse, for this week. I think you can disapprove if you want, but I think Casey Ray's been our best player so far today.
Anyway, the Titans with it. Elliston runs straight up. Elliston, Colk to like a Clark, inching closer. They hold her just. They've still got 5 tackles left. Colk, the long cutout pass. Lauren Brown's got a cutout pass. Montgomery. Millard's put pressure on her. But Montgomery's come back with the ball. Will that be 6 to go? It will be, I think. Played out by Jamie Millard. Lauren Brown. Here's Leica Clark.
They scored again here.
Lesio.
Oh, she lost it. She lost it. Everyone's going to be struggling to find out who they're going to put as their 3-2-1s today, Jesse.
Anyway, Costa will play it. Anyway, there's still 3 weeks remaining in the season for the Dragons, but it's about just restoring some pride now, Liam.
Yeah, you can pretty much write us off now for the finals run after today's performance. Who knows, it might be a good time to blood some more juniors in since our run to the finals are now over, Jesse.
Okay, Hopkins runs from dummy half. That's with Maddie Mulhall just short of the halfway. And it's a penalty to the Dragons. Ali Hopkins with the quick tap. Belinda Sharp says you can't take the quick tap.
Interference in the ruck. We're surprised, Jesse. We haven't received a 6 again for ruck infringements. Or is that not in the NRLW yet?
No 6 again, no. Mulhall.
No. I wouldn't be surprised next year they're winning the 6 again for women's rule, like what they do for the men's.
Anyway, Lendl, dummy half lines, Toanei. Toanei still going. Trinity Toanei, what a run.
Come and hang with us.
Hopkins, Lendl.
Let's watch a movie.
Lendl, the offload. Flick pass to McGregor.
Oh, cheeky thing.
Me, Blueberry.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, here they go with O'Brien. Kick on the in-goal, bounces off the post. It's been knocked on, I think, from Montgomery. Knock on by Montgomery. The Dragons can have a chance, though, to get double figures. Nice little kick there from Zali Hopkins there, Liam.
Yeah, knock on by Montgomery. What a good kick. But it's a shame, not in time to level the scores up. Crowds are piling in for the game afterwards.
Big game for the Warriors. They can have one hand on a top 4 finish with a win tonight, can't they, Liam?
Oh, definitely they can, Jesse.
Anyway, Teagan Berry, she's tried her heart out this afternoon as she does every game. And she will play it to Indy Bostock. McGregor. Now Zali Hopkins. Now finds Mulhall. Mulhall, who's been good this afternoon once again. Improved in promotion to the starting lineup. Hopkins, Tawanai, straight up Main Street, Tawanai. Another player signed for 2027, Liam. Hopkins.
Oh, definitely.
Mulhall.
Ooh, hold up. What that?
Hopkins goes over from dummy half.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Dragons have their second. Zali Hopkins goes over.
It's a no try.
Oh, it might be an Oh, she's lost the ball, I think, Zali Hopkins.
And it looks like an obstruction from the Dragons too, Jesse. Taking the player out from the ball. Without the ball. No, claims were clean on the ball.
Yeah, Mulhall's taken out Montgomery. Let's see if the referee ruled in favour of...
I really no try.
No try, so it's ruled on. It's a knock on from Zali Hopkins anyway, and Mulhall has taken out Montgomery in the lead. So, doesn't look like the Dragons will get that second try after all, Liam.
No, definitely not, Jesse. That's been a wrap of our season pretty much. There's poor errors from our girls and poor defensive reads from our players so far.
So we've got NRL fan asking Liam, what do you think that win for the New South Wales Cup team means? Winning 31-30, so broken our 4-match losing streak and to get back into the top 2 just a few weeks out from finals.
Well, I think it's a good win from our boys who playing in the reserves, and especially the young blood coming up through from the from Jersey Flag and all that. I think it's a good win, but we won't make grand final. I think it's going to be a Warriors Parramatta grand final this year for New South Wales Cup.
The first grade injuries have hurt our chances, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. But after our season's done, I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of our first graders get put into New South Wales Cup.
Anyway, the Titans will get another penalty. And, yeah, it just doesn't get any better for the Dragons today.
Yep, you can pretty much roll off the Dolphins season now, Jesse. Manly 58, Dolphins 18. Well, it looks like that might push Manly.
Up with the Dolphins, though.
Looks like the Dolphins have been ruled out of the NRL finals race this year. It looks like the Roosters secured that spot.
Yep, and we play Manly next week. That's not a good sign, Liam. That's not a good sign.
No. Who knows? Daly Jerry Evans might go out on a high for his last few games in the Manly colours. But it looks like he's locked up with Roosters, or there's been reports coming.
But she's denied by Millard. Millard brings her back with the help of Berry.
Well, there's reports coming out, Jesse, that Roosters might backflip on the Daly Jerry Evans.
To nobody.
The Roosters might backflip on the Daly Jerry Evans deal, Jesse, by the sounds of it.
No, I've heard it's going to happen. They're not one to renege on a deal. Anyway, Dragons with Bostock. Bostock plays back to Ekapati. Ekapati plays it back. McGregor. Here's Tawanei. Tawanei still keeps it going, gets the offload away to Berry. Berry tries to flick it, and it's gone forward. And Masunga slow to get up. They say that's a hip drop. I don't know what's wrong with this game, Liam. Possible hip drop from Indy Boston. Let's see what the referees say here.
I'll still be fine for the flood tomorrow night, Jesse.
Yep. Anyway, Titans with it. They might have another try in them here. Colk, Fuimawano running at McGregor. Hopkins brings home down the two co-captains. And Montgomery. Oh, they kicked it, but it's come down to Keely Brown. Jamie Millard. Hopkins, here's Berry. Not the best game from Teagan Berry today, Liam.
Oh, definitely not. She's not in my top three.
And Hopkins gets smothered there by Dakota Thompson. Berry at dummy half. Here's Jamie Lee McGregor. Plays it back to Zali Hopkins. Now to Racine McGregor. Kicking down towards the young winger. Rain Hippie, she's dropped the ball. A 2-try.
6 again.
Today. And it comes down to Casey Ray, who's battled on with, despite having that heavy strap on her knee. Here's Tawanei. Hasn't been a good weekend to be a Dragons fan. Flogged in the NRL and the NRLW, Liam.
But at least we still got the win in the New South Wales Cup for the men's.
Anyway, the
Or the
Dragons
young
with
boys,
it.
should I say.
Last set of the game, you'd think McGregor, Berry, bounces up to Ekapati. Ekapati running back infield. She's running sideways here. What's she doing here, Ekapati?
She needs to be, I hate to say this, Jesse, but yeah, Ekapani needs to be dropped. She has not been good for us since she moved over from the Roosters.
Here's Lendl. Still going, Shanae Lendl. Plays it back to Hopkins. Hopkins, McGregor. McGregor steps off the left, off the right foot. McGregor! The skipper.
Fifth and last play of the game too.
Hopkins. Tawanei dropped it. Lafipo's got it for the Titans. And that'll be the ball game. The Titans season is still alive.
Well, ours is crushed.
Full time on the Gold Coast, Liam. The Titans 22, the Dragons 4.
Well, a devastating loss, but there's a few good players I picked out for my 3-2-1. It was hard to choose, but it was just this game has been diabolical. That's all I could say about the game, Jesse. And this Dragons season has officially come to a close for the girls as well.
Yep. So that leaves them, they're tied with the Canberra Raiders on 4 competition points. So the Titans now move into the top 6 with that win now, Liam.
Titans have been struggling in their first few seasons in the NRLW, but this year I could see them making the finals.
Well, and they can get star fullback back as well, Jamie Chapman, if they do make the finals.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know the Dragons' injuries and then their suspensions have really blocked them. They were going all right after 3 rounds, but maybe it just got a little too hard for them. They just couldn't keep it going. They don't seem to be able to. When things get tough, they just can't go. They can't keep it going, can they, Liam? They just
nah.
But they were never in the contest today at all. Never in the contest.
They never were, Jesse.
Anyway, so if you had to sum that result up for the Dragons, do you think it sums up our season, or how do you sum up today's result? Were the Titans that much better than us? I would have to say they were. We were never in the contest.
Yeah, we were never in the contest, and I'm going to say this one more time, Jesse. That pretty much brought our season to a close too.
Yep, and former Dragon gets the player of the match. So he had a hand involved in a lot of in a few tries there for the Titans today.
I'm also going to ask you a question, Jesse. Who do you reckon is going to be the NRLW Rookie of the Year?
Hard to go past Caitlin Turnbull from the Tigers.
But I think Indy Bostock could be right up there.
She hasn't played enough games.
Hopefully she can still go for it next year.
No, she can't. She's played 5 games now, so she can't.
No. Okay. That's a shame.
Yeah, unfortunately her injury might have cost her. Anyway, there's still 3 games to go in the Dragon season. Hopefully they can finish it off. So they've got the next 2 weeks they're at home at Kogarah next Saturday and then in Wollongong the next week, Liam. So hopefully they can take some positives out of it and win the next couple of games and then they finish with the Knights in Newcastle.
There could be a mathematical chance, but I wouldn't.
We need results to go our way.
Huh?
We need results to go our way.
Yeah, we need results to go our way, but there could be a mathematical chance to make finals run if we do.
Yeah, well, we still won't have Hannah Southwell back next week, but good to see Trinity Tawanai back. She was one of our best I thought today in a losing side. Great to have her back, and she's a definite star of the future, Trinity Tawanai. But the Titans, far too good. That's where we'll leave it. The Titans dominating today, 22 points to 4. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again very soon.
Coco is at Pell's heart, she wears it on her sleeve. As Must tells tales of dragons, wins, and Tudor victory. Tony and the NP crew will do their very best. Getting off topic and I digress with a red V on our chest. The Mad Dragon podcast is a sheep of camaraderie. Navigating rants down rabbit holes in the land of big wet feet. And so our peddlers weave the tales and our cruise ship is our dream. The Mad Dragon podcast